Welcome to the Terrible Take, a daily segment telling Steelers Nation what's on our mind. I'm Bryan. Who knew that halfway through this offseason that Pittsburgh Steelers fullback Derek Watt would become one of the most divisive players on the team among the fan base? I certainly never would have guessed that. With that being so, why is that the case? First, I think it's mainly because of Watt's 2022 cap number being $4.713 million, the highest of any offensive player on the team. Some silly Steelers bloggers have even framed that as Watt being the highest paid offensive player on the team in 2022. How crazy is that? Cap numbers are not a reflection of a player's overall annual value, and someone should explain that in detail to that silly Steelers blogger. Watt, by the way, is set to earn all of $2.75 million in 2022, and his annual yearly value, which is how he should really be judged, is $3.25 million. If you want this dumbed down even more, cutting Watt this offseason would produce all of $2.75 million in 2022 cap space and roughly just $2 million after roster displacement takes place. Since signing with the Steelers in 2020, Watt certainly hasn't been used on offense much at all. In fact, just 138 total offensive snaps played in 2 years after averaging that same amount per season in his first 4 seasons in the NFL with the Chargers. Is that his fault? I think not, and I think we'll see him used a lot more in 2022 if he is not jettisoned. Thankfully, Watt has another big value to the Steelers, and that's as a core special teams player. He's logged 545 total special teams snaps the last 2 seasons, the most on the team during that span. He registered 14 total special teams tackles in 2021, which led the team, and 7 more in 2020, his first season in Pittsburgh. He's everything that teams look for in a core special teams player. In 2022, Watt is making $1.715 million more than his allowed NFL minimum would be, and quite honestly, he's worth that extra amount for his special teams play alone. Anything he can provide the Steelers offense in 2022 above that would be a bonus, in my honest opinion. In closing, there are a lot of things that Steeler fans should be worried about when it comes to the 2022 squad as we sit here in the middle of May. Watt and his $2.75 million salary sticking around one more season is not one of those things. Wise up and stop listening to those misinformed Steelers bloggers. Be sure to follow us at SteelersDepot.com and check out episodes of The Terrible Take every day at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And check out The Terrible Podcast with myself and Alex Skazora every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.